So I have a step here, and because it has some like little ridges on it, I'm using a blanket just so that it's a little bit more comfortable for my knee. If you have a step, you can also use a bench, like an exercise bench. That's going to be a little bit more difficult. You can also use like a chair as well, or again, something that resembles this kind of setup. We are going to do an isometric side plank that also involves the adductor or inner groin. So this exercise is a very similar to a Copenhagen type exercise, which is a progression of this here, but this is a great start to get the inner thigh muscles working. So I am going to set my top leg up where I have my knee all the way to my ankle on this step, and I'm going to bring my body out to the side. We're going to set up in such a way that it's a side plank here, and I'll show it in a couple of different angles, but I am going to pop my bottom hip up. And the goal for this is shoulder stability, core stability, but also the main action is this top leg, my knee in particular, is pushing down isometrically into the step, meaning I'm pushing down and kind of matching that resistance without necessarily moving. Now, we'll show it in this plane as well. So I'm just going to turn this to the side. And again, I have my leg completely straight here as far as like from knee to ankle. I'm going to set myself up into a nice side plank. I want to make sure that my shoulder is not lazy, so I want to really push against that shoulder, against my elbow here. And I'm going to lift up that hip, and I'm pushing my knee down into the step, holding it for a few seconds, and back down. So again, nice stabilized shoulder, popping my hip up, pushing that top leg down into the bench or the step, and you should feel the inner groin muscles activate in this exercise. If the shoulder feels a little bit tricky as far as weight bearing on it, then you can always grab like a fairly, I'd say moderately heavy weight and just carry it around. So grabbing a kettlebell or dumbbell and just walking with it for like 30 seconds on each side or so, retest that, and that should give you a little bit more stability at the shoulder.